Hi everybody, Russ here. Today I got the opportunity to talk with Lindsay at Bend and Sway about Vaagen Timbers' work with Matt's Place, an ALS foundation. Their purpose is to improve the lives of those with ALS. Now Matt, whose Matt's Place is named after, has ALS, and he's gone to work with his wife Teresa to create a foundation to help solve some of the living challenges of those with ALS and their families, to provide a house that's beyond ADA compliant but is really designed to help family with somebody that's been afflicted with ALS. And I'm actually today wearing the Steve Gleason shirt. I do go to his golf tournament each year and really enjoy supporting that cause. And so here's some clips of that interview today. Special thanks to Luke Barrett Cinematography for capturing the actual footage. The footage you'll see here is just my camera set up in the corner. I'll give you a couple clips of that. And then once this full feature and these pieces of video content come out, we'll share them as we go. So here, have a look. Vaagen Timbers is a company that is taking a real traditional product in lumber. So the stuff we build our homes with today, 2x4s, 2x6, 2x8, and we're gluing them together in a new way, cross-laminated timber, which basically takes timber or lumber and glues it together into a structural panel. So it's big and it allows us to build differently. We make solid wood floors and walls, but we put it together in a way that is pre-engineered for the structure. So we get with like an architect like Miller Hall, and they would take a design based on somebody's input, and then they would go, okay, we're going to build this apartment complex. And then when they finalize that design with our input, they would send us that information, probably in a three-dimensional CAD format, and all of a sudden, now we're producing that exact panel to those specifications, that size, for that place in the structure. The cool thing, in my opinion, about Vaagen Timbers is that we go all the way back to the forest. We work with the environmental community to come up with ways to manage the forest in a way that people deem as appropriate. It's not only sustainable, but it's done in a way that people really like the way the forest looks after we manage. So we're really dealing with the byproduct of really socially conscious forest management. And then we take that to the mill, which the Vaagen Brothers mill in Colville, which my family owns, where I've got most of my experience, and we turn that into a traditional building product, like a 2x6. But now, instead of shipping it out to the market for somebody to construct into a building, they'll ship it over to Vaagen Timbers and we'll glue it together. We'll have a value-added process that's actually predestined to go into a structure. So there's a lot of value added there, which means that we can add more value to the forest. I heard an architect say a couple weeks ago at a dinner.
Was it Miller Hall?
No, it was a group of architects, environmentalists. It was put together by an environmental organization called Forterra in Seattle. And it was just kind of a get-together dinner to talk about CLT and how we can really make it eco-friendly in the built environment, which I thought was a really unique opportunity to have that conversation. But one of the architects said, we really need to be able to tell the story from forest to family room. And I thought that was pretty cool, because that's really what this is kind of all about. Andy Barrett is kind of the key cog in the wheel. He's got a big heart, and he was asked to be part of the Matt's Place Foundation, I think as a board member. And he and I have been working together because of his history in modular construction on figuring out a way to use CLT in a modular structure that could be replicated and deployed quickly. So we could build lots of units in a factory setting that could be delivered to wherever and for whatever purpose. So whether it's apartment buildings or an office complex or a single unit or micro housing all the way up to a larger complex. CLT as a panel allows for more open spaces and larger spans for the open concept. That's important for people that are wheelchair bound. And ALS patients are, on top of being wheelchair bound, they're mechanical chairs, sometimes they're leaned back and they're bigger even than a traditional wheelchair. So the CLT design, this blockhouse concept of modular construction, allows us to create those open spaces. And so if we can create a modular, replicatable process, then these charities can go out there and do fundraising to get a modular Matt's Place style structure, and we could ship it all over the country and deploy it rapidly. They're able to take a lot of that know-how and apply it to make this a smart home. And we start talking about eye gaze and some of the technology that allows the ALS patient to have more autonomy to actually control their home and to do the things that they have to do to maintain livability. That can be integrated into this much easier than it could be taking apart a traditional or existing structure and doing it. So that's really neat. So then if we build that like a smart wall, if you will, that could be replicated over and over again. But at the same time, we can even make adjustments for the individual needs of that family. So yeah, it's just there's a whole bunch that just leads into this being super cool.
Hopefully you enjoyed those clips of behind the scenes of the Matt's Place interview I had today. Special thanks to Lindsay, Nick, and Jason at Bend and Sway for all the work they're doing to help create content to tell stories like the stories that we have with Matt's Place. And we'll do that as well with other companies. But I'm proud to be part of this Matt's Place Foundation and the work that's going into it. I'll be happier when we have a completed mass timber project that really answers the need and continually improves the lives of those that are dealing with this debilitating disease. And yeah, we hope that it inspires you to get involved with something that's important to you, as well as maybe see how you can get involved with Matt's Place Foundation or the Steve Gleason Foundation or another charity of some sort that helps give back to others, because I think it's important that we do that, because not everything should be just focused on the things that we do at work every day, whether we're an hourly or salaried worker or if we're a business owner. There should be something that we do that transcends all that we give back to something to make this world a better place. So hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.